Hey there guys, so this is PrimoChill Vue, right? Looks pretty dope. I have some, matter of fact, in my system. I poured nearly the entire bottle in there. That's what it looks like, right? It's really pretty, it's red. This is the powder red. Now, I recently put it into my computer Prometheus, and I'm not going to show you just yet. The website on the warnings tab did not state anything about silver coils. So I contacted PrimoChill and I was like, what's going on? And they're like, no, it states you can't have silver coils. And I was like, it doesn't say so. They sent me a screenshot where it did say it. I sent them a screenshot from the warnings tab where it didn't say anything about silver coils. And apparently they didn't put it on their warnings page. It was on the specifications page. So naturally, when I was reading the warnings page, it didn't say anything about silver coils. So I left my 2 silver coils in, and this is what happened after just a few days. See the stark color difference? See this? Everything is starting to crystallize. It is starting to accumulate in the tubes. It's only been about 3 or 4 days. There's the SLI fitting. Look at that. Look at all that junk. See all that crusty garbage? It's accumulating right there. Pretty much everywhere. So it's just gone gross. So it's been a total of maybe 3 days or so. I just contacted PrimoChill and they told me to flush the system immediately, get everything out. See all the crystals? It looks like garbage. That's because, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, if you can see it through it, you can kind of see it. There's a silver coil right there wrapped around the acrylic little EK emblem in there. Can't see it through the fluid. But I have 2 very small silver coils, and that's what it did to the fluid. So the PrimoChill Vue, it looks dope AF, right? It's really nice looking. I have the powder red you can see right there. I have about 2 bottles. That's what the second bottle looks like, right? 3 days with silver coil caused the chemical reaction. Now it just looks like diarrhea in the loop. So warning to everyone that wants to use the Vue and you want to leave your silver coils in, that's what's going to happen to you. Do not use silver coils. All of my parts are copper. The fittings here are EK. I mean, these are XSPC. They're all nickel-plated copper. The 1080 Ti Poseidon cards, they're full copper inside. I don't know if they're nickel-plated or not, but they're full copper, according to JJ from ASUS. I asked him directly myself. The pump res is, from what I understand, it's a copper, like, obviously they can't put like all the bearings and everything, but this is acceptable to everyone. Like, this is EK Waterblocks part. It's not going to damage anything. Radiators are XSPC 100% full copper, both of them top and bottom. It's all copper, but this is what happens if you have silver coils in there. It goes from looking real pretty like that, right? From that to looking like poop. So if you're going to use the Vue, pull your bloody coils out. Otherwise, it's going to look like complete trash. But yeah, now you know. Time for me to get out the distilled water and vinegar and their little flush system and flush all this trash out for the next week and keep cleaning it, because yeah, I don't want it to get any bad. If it's gotten this bad over the course of 3 to 4 days, imagine what's happening on the inside, guys. You can really see the crusty garbage right there. So yeah, don't use the Vue with your silver coils. Pull them out. So a quick little update as it's still draining right now. That's the garbage that's in there. Look at that. See all that sediment? And there's the 2 coils I was talking about. Tiny, tiny little 99.999 whatever % silver. Like real silver. And the fluid, let me just focus on the fluid. It just looks like trash. It's all goopy. It's not really that bright pink beautiful red anymore. That's the difference. That's what happened in 3 days. 3 to 4 days or whatever it was. It was definitely not even like, for sure it wasn't 5 days. It was either 3 or 4. But that's what happened. It's because there was silver coils in there. And my system prior to this, and oh, I forgot to tell you, prior to this, the system had distilled water in it with about 2 drops, maybe 3 drops of PT nuke. Because as you saw, like the system takes what, about 30 ounces, because this is 32, leaves about 2 ounces. That's all they got left. So it takes anywhere from 28 to 30 ounces of fluid, and only had about 2 to 3 drops of PT nuke and distilled water, and it was crystal clear when I poured it out to put this in. It was super clean. Oh, here's another example right there. It was super clean, and all this crap happened in 2 to 3 days. So let this be a warning to everyone out there that wants to use the Vue. It looks really pretty. Like Kyle from Bitwit recently put it in his system. Jay's 2 cents put it in his system. It looks really, really cool. But take out the bloody silver, otherwise it's gonna look like ass. And nobody wants, you know, ass for computer. Oh my goodness, that's gross. Look at that. Let me get you closer. Isn't that nasty? These tubes were like this. Like they were super crystal. Like, my freaking goodness. Here's a brand new piece of PrimoChill's LRT. By the way, this is PrimoChill's tubing too, so there's no way there was a reaction. That's what a clear piece of the LRT looks like compared to 2 days of mixing chemicals, whatever the issue is. But I just hope it didn't ruin my water blocks. I'm gonna have to take all this apart and find out what's going on. I'll bring you guys in later to find out what's going on. A little bit of an update here, so check this. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can see it. Let me get closer and then zoom. Let me focus on it. See that film? There's an actual, right there, chunk of freaking film of something. As soon as basically, here's what's going on. So, I took out the inlet and the hose that was going to the inlet. I pulled that out. I'm going to basically, okay, let me give you a better idea. I'm going to keep feeding distilled water. It's going to go out of the out, and it's going to keep flushing everything out. I'm going to keep doing that until it's coming out crystal clear. And then I'll probably keep flushing it a little bit more, maybe a couple more gallons. I'll then put cleaner in there and then let it run with the cleaner. But like a piece of freaking film right there. Oh, you can see it real good right there. A piece of film just flowed right out of it. I mean, it's already making like some hard film in there somewhere. Like in those pieces right there. See that? It's pretty gross. So I'm gonna run some water through this, and then we'll come back in a little bit and see what's happening there. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on camera. So watch the exit port on the CPU. Watch this. See that chunk of garbage? No, that didn't go all the way down. But did you guys freaking see that? That is insane. That's what's going to happen if you have like itty bitty little silver coils in there with your PrimoChill Vue. It's going to screw everything the hell up. Do not use these bloody coils with PrimoChill Vue. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of fun like I am here. Suffering trying to get this crap out. I may have to disassemble the blocks. All the blocks. The GPU blocks, the CPU block, take everything apart. That may end up being what I have to do here. Guess we'll find out soon. See that film? See all that crap? Okay, let's see if I can find some more nasty shit in the blocks. I'm freaking 3 days. Look, it's green. I'm stunned. 3 days. That's all it took. Oh, great. It's green in my block. Nope, I gotta rip everything out, pull apart. I have to rip apart my whole system now. All my blocks, everything's gotta come out. Because it's freaking green in there. Look at that. That is great. I gotta take apart the whole computer now. Well, you guys are probably gonna see this video maybe the day that I actually put all this back together and get this uploaded. But that's what happens. You know what? This may be great and all, but I've had nothing but problems. I'm gonna throw this in the garbage. No thanks. PrimoChill, you made a pretty cool product. Powder red, it looks ballin'. Okay? It's really honestly amazing. It looks really cool. but that only happened after 3 days with a little bit of silver. What if there's some other chemical reaction? What if it's not the coils, right? What if it's not my silver coils? And I spend an entire day, like, what time is it now? It's like 3:30 p.m. I just got off of a 12-hour shift. It's about 3:30 p.m. Imagine I spend an entire day cleaning all this, get everything flushed, you know, get some more of that flush equipment, get everything cleaned out, right? Do all that fun stuff, and then pour in some more of the Vue, this time without the silver coils, right? Let's just say I threw these away, the little coils, took them off, threw them away. And then I turn it back on and the same shit happens. What if there's something else going on? Damn, you can really see that green right there. That is, screw this. Sorry, PrimoChill, but this is going in the dumpster where it belongs. Okay, on a quick little update here. So I filled it with just some distilled water just so I could see how quickly the bubbles are moving. I don't know if you can see that, but they're moving pretty good. The pump is at 80% and the bubbles are moving fairly quickly. That means my blocks aren't too jammed, but I don't know if you can see that. My water flow meter isn't spinning at all. Like, that's turned green. Like, I checked this last night, it wasn't green. It turned green overnight. And it seems to be flowing okay. So I'm actually going to pour some some cleaners and stuff, a little bit of, you know, vinegar, a little mild vinegar solution. Then I'll use their system prep later. But I'm just trying to get the majority of the gunk flushed before I tear everything apart. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to let this nasty fluid cool the system for now. I'll get that video uploaded so you know, anyone that's curious about Vue, be warned. Like, let me put it this way. If you're building a brand new system, freaking PrimoChill themselves, they stated that this is best for a brand new system. They got a new build, you got all brand new parts, brand new radiators, buy it, use the Vue. It's badass, okay? It looks really cool. If you have like this, obviously radiators, I've used them with distilled water and PT Nuke. Don't. Like, if you have used parts, just don't do it. Like, I may end up upgrading to the, oh my goodness, the Fantex Enthu Elite case. So I have a bit more space than this tiny little, I had to put a piece of tubing there to get me some space. But I may end up upgrading to that, and at that point I'll upgrade to the EK radiators, EK fittings, brand new EK res, and everything will get, like, the two graphics cards and the CPU will get torn apart and the blocks cleaned thoroughly from the inside out. And then I will probably switch to the PrimoChill Vue, but for now, I'm just going to stick with distilled water. Like, this type of a chemical reaction is not good for me. And I was thinking, the silver coils, there's the two coils right there that I use, right? I was thinking, what if the PT Nuke had a chemical reaction with a coil which caused some kind of an acid that dissolved the interior of the tubing a little bit, which would explain why remember that crap was flowing here? That would explain that gunk, like right here. Here's a film of it right there. That would explain that junk. Because the PrimoChill Vue is red, and this garbage is clearly white or even green. So I think it's actually the sediment that's in there. I think what it is the insides of the PrimoFlex tubing, and that's what the fluid looks like, by the way. The used fluid. Look how it looks oily almost. Yeah, right there. You can kind of see the oily color. You see that? Looks really gross. And those are just spare fittings. Yes. Yes, that's right. I bought a lot of spare fittings so I can play around and do what I wanted. But it went from that to that. I don't know. I'm not bashing PrimoChill. Like, they told me that they're going to update their webpage. They're going to pass along my information to their webpage people to put the warning of do not mix silver coils on their warnings tab of the page instead of just the specs page. But obviously it wasn't done in time for me because I read the warnings page. I didn't read the specs page. I don't care what chemicals are in this. I don't need specs. I needed the warnings, and the warnings stated nothing about using silver coils, and this happened. So I'm actually going to go ahead, looks like it's stabilized with the flow for now. I'm gonna go ahead and just distilled water. I'm gonna go ahead and just power the system on, like actually turn it on. I'm gonna get to YouTube. I'm gonna scramble all this footage together really quick. Probably, actually no, I might have to do this tomorrow, but I'll get it out quick. Damn, there's some. See that? What the hell? Like that's all coming loose. And I just cleaned this tube. The tube itself. Look at this. I just cleaned this tube before pouring clean distilled water in there. That's just really gross. But today or tomorrow I'll get this video up for you guys, and be warned, just, you know, make up your own decisions what you want to do. If it was like that, definitely be worth it, but that's what it looked like. So I don't know, up to you guys. Peace.